Good morning. Sheri Ann Richerson from ExperimentalHomesteader.com here today, and I'm checking out this new tumbler that I got. I thought I would get up really early this morning and run the vlog because I know we have a bunch of stuff to do this afternoon, and I wanted to show you the garden in the morning. So we're going to go outside here in a minute and let you see. When you head down the ramp right outside the front door, I have this gorgeous honeysuckle vine. This is a vine, not a bush. And it is so fragrant. Right in front of it is this red rose. And honeysuckle is edible, by the way. Someone gave me this plant a long time ago. And as you can see, the bees certainly do like it. It's one of the first plants that I planted here at the side of the driveway when we moved in the house back in 2004. This is a small hollyhock or malva that self-seeds in the garden every year. I only have the one plant, but that's okay. Okay, this is the view going across the front of the house. As you can see, even though this is a bush, it does quite well when it's trained up like this on a trellis. This is a rose that is still blooming quite prolifically. And this is one of my clematis. I also found right out here some plants that have self-seeded. This is lamb's ears, but this is coreopsis. And I don't know why, try as I may, I cannot get this to actually live in the garden, but it has self-seeded out here, which this is kind of a hill, so better drainage, and it's very happy. I also have a small rose that has come up right at the base of this little shrub, so it looks very pretty on the outside of the fence. This is another rose that actually decided to grow on the outside of the fence. It's almost done for the year. With the fence down, you can really see some of the plants that you couldn't normally see when you drove past the house. The purple is Dame's Rockets. The red is a very large rose bush. There's a white rose bush beside it. This is a shrub that I planted here. This is a weed that I need to actually cut out of the garden. We have another rose up here, some daylilies beside it. The piney or peony is starting to fade. And then if you just pan up, and like I said, I do have some weeds. I have a purple plant that is just like the blue one, or the dark purple one that I showed you earlier. And then I have this huge white rose bush up here. This is a 9-bark, and the flowers, as you can see, are almost faded. But I absolutely love this dark collared foliage and the way it looks when the sun shines through it. I wanted to show you this gorgeous dark calla lily. This is from Terra Nova Nurseries. I do need to tell you, I did get this for free or at a reduced price in exchange for my honest review. All opinions are my own. Now this one kind of bent when we brought it out, as did some of the leaves, but it's still absolutely stunning, and I really love that dark color. This is a rose that I picked up to do a wedding garden for someone, and then they decided they did not want to have one. I love the orange color. This is Whoopsie-Daisy that I received this year from Walter's Garden. I have 3 of these in my garden, and it is just going crazy. The Dame's Rockets are fading, but this is another gorgeous combination, the red rose and the white Dame's Rocket. This is a very large white rose bush. All of these white ones self-seeded here, and I actually have this on one side of my bird feeder. You can see the bird feeder peeking out there. And this is to keep the cats from jumping up and getting the birds when they're at the feeder. Right in front of it, I have what is supposed to be a green iris. It's sort of a yellow-green at best. And then on the other side of the bird feeder, I have this rose, which I will probably have to keep in check so it doesn't grow as prolifically as the white one. This is a perennial geranium, and yes, I do have weeds in it, but it is huge. I also wanted to show you the walking onions. These are really interesting, I think, because of how they grow. And each one of these will actually start a new onion if that's what you want to do. This is my tricolor beech. That's going to be absolutely lovely when it gets full size. It already is lovely, but I can't wait till it gets big. Back here is a spirea. This is an evening primrose, and I need to be careful weeding it this year because I have accidentally weeded most of it out of my garden. I have had so many little trees try to take over the past couple of years, and the weeding is just, you just would not believe. I'm going to show you this. This is a baby praying mantis on this rose. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me try to get a view. Can you guys see that? Isn't that cool? Love praying mantis. So there he goes. Okay, up above this is a lily right there. Love that. Okay, this is another rose that I grew from seed, and this one actually has apple scented foliage. This is the sweet briar rose. So absolutely love Sweet William. This is Nigella, and it volunteers in my garden every year. So once you get this started, it's going to keep on coming back. And up above it are some daisies, also a volunteer in my garden. From the inside of the fence, you can see these roses still going, and they do go all the way down the fence row. On the other side, I have this gorgeous red one. This is Callianthus, and this one is Michael Lindsay. It was another Wayside Garden plant that I got. This one is fragrant, expensive but fragrant, and I actually have a small one coming off of this, which I'm really excited about. This is milkweed, and I do have monarch eggs on this. I don't know. Yes, you can. Do you see the little white dot right there? Okay, that's what we are looking for monarch eggs. So I have several of these growing. So if you see this, do not destroy your milkweed. And there's actually a bleach solution that you can put on this to kill off any disease that may be on the monarch egg. This is a salvia from Proven Winners. It's called Crystal Blue, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is perennial. This is a regalia, and I don't remember which one this is, but I love the red flowers. And panning up behind it, I have a spirea. Isn't that gorgeous? This is another spirea that I absolutely love because of the colorful foliage and the pretty pink flowers. I can't get over to it because we need to do some weeding. However, I want to show you the bog. This big plant here that you're seeing the stems of is called Queen of the Prairie, and this area is my bog. All the plants I put out here around the pond are doing very well. We are still working on landscaping this pond and getting the waterfall to work right and the little spitting frog. But for now, I have my lighted fogger in there, and I absolutely love this. This is where I put a lot of the plants that I brought out of the greenhouse, as well as that big hardy banana that I got off of Kevin. Love, love, love elephant ears. This plant right there, that is a lemon eucalyptus, and yes, it smells so much like lemon. And this is Brunfelicia. I grew this from seed, and as you can see, it does have different colors of flowers on it because they start out that bright purple and then fade to white. And then this is a hydrangea that's actually planted in the ground. I don't remember which one it is. And over here are some of the Plumera that I started from seed. Okay. And then, of course, the hardy banana that we're establishing in the ground. This is Blue Girl, and this was a Mother's Day present from my son. Absolutely love it. This flowering shrub is known as Dutza. I don't know if I said that right or not, but once you get it established, it does really well and it flowers prolifically. The wisteria is fading. This is a hardy Aristolochia, and I don't know if I said that right, but anyway, Dutchman's pipe. And it is reestablishing itself on this trellis after being moved. The swallowtail, the black swallowtail butterflies just absolutely love it. I absolutely love this, and if I wasn't on camera, I could tell you the name of it. It's a real spreader, hard to get started, but once you get the right place for it, it is absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. This is some of that black corn that I started that is germinating. I wanted to show this to you for some of you that have no idea what your plants should look like, your seeds when they come up. Well, this is what they should look like. This is one of the potatoes coming up, and yes, this is a thistle that I need to get dug out of here, but I wanted to show you what potatoes look like coming up. This is a very young green bean seedling, I guess I should say. This is what they look like when they get just a little bit older. These are peas. These are actually an edible pod, but I wanted to show you what those actually look like as well. This is kale, and the seedlings around it are actually weeds. This is Brussels sprouts. I love those little drops of dew.